let's talk about investing, not spending our time. So many of us get this concept in terms of money, whether we live it in our life or not. We understand the concept. So you can spend your money in lots of different ways. So you can spend it on eating out at fancy restaurants. You can spend it on cars, on alcohol, on fancy clothes, on overpaying for things. All those things are things that you spend money on, that after you spend that money, you have little left of value at the end. Or you can invest. You can invest in stocks, in bonds, in real estate. You can invest in your own business. All of those are things that after you invest, you have something that will grow and compound from there on. So now I'm not saying here, I'm not being like purist here and saying never ever spend. What I am saying is focused on investing your money rather than spending it on things that give you little to no result at the end. Well, this same concept also applies to time. So we can spend our time doing things that leave you with little at the end. I'm just going to pull something off the top of my head. Binge watching Netflix, which occasionally I do. I understand. Or we can invest our time in things that create growth and improvement in our lives and in our business. So let me give you some examples of what I mean when I say this. So when we're reading, much of the time, we are investing that time. Now, some people would say, well, that applies if you're reading a self-help book or a business book, but not in fiction. I question that because there are many, many ideas and theories and practical applications in my life that come from reading fiction also. You can invest time in relationships, spending time walking together, being together, building memories, creating love, having important conversations and all those kinds of things. You can invest time in exercise because you're actually improving your body, decreasing the process of aging and making yourself stronger and healthier for the future. You can invest time in meditation and mindfulness as you're improving the peace in your mind. Now, each one of these goes beyond just investing because each one of these not only expands, they compound. So I just got a little technical with this. So let me give you an example of what I mean, then I'll explain what compounding means. So when you exercise to lose weight, what ends up happening is, hey, you do some exercise and your weight goes down. That's great. But there's a compounding effect that happens also because exercise creates more muscle. That muscle then burns calories more effectively instead of storing those calories as fat. So what ends up happening is when you exercise to lose weight, you not only lose the weight, but that exercise in and of itself makes it so that your weight loss principle works even better into the future. This is called the compounding effect. This is the equivalent of putting money into an investment that grows at 10% every year. The first year it grows at 10%, but the next year, now there's 110% of your first year investment that's growing at 10%. And so that second year, it grows to 121%. So that's the compounding effect. New results are even better because of our old efforts. Let me give you another example of this. So when we're reading or learning, we're developing better skills. And those better skills make it so you can get more done, you can get things done better, you can get things done faster. And those give you more free time that you can invest And that knowledge can be shared, giving you trust and expertise in your marketplace, which grows your income, which gives you more free time that you can invest. Can you see how it's circular? Not only just circular, but circular compounding. It's going up. The work you did here improves the results from the next thing you do, which improves the net results from the next thing that you. That's the concept of investing time as opposed to just spending time. So here's my question for you. How much of your free time are you spending versus investing right now? Think about that. Next, how much of your work time are you spending versus investing right now? Because many of us are spending way too much work time where we could be investing. Now, there's a whole nother set of thoughts that occurs when you start thinking about this. Okay, how do I solve this? Well, some of those tasks simply don't have to be done. Some of those tasks can be delegated to someone else. Some of those tasks can be done more efficiently through systems, through programming, through whatever. All of those things stack up to make it so that the time you're spending in your business some of that time can be shifted into investment time. And what it does is it takes that time that you were spending in ways that generate little to no results into investing, which generates huge compounding effects. So what could you shift in your life and in your business to investing, giving you growth and compounding? I invite you to take 20 minutes sometime in the next 2 to 3 days and think through that with something that you can write on. Make 2 columns, spending, investing, and look at some of the things that you're doing and ask yourself, how can I shift that spending column into an investment column so that it can become significantly more powerful and compound in my life? Think about it. What's your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. This is Don Crowther saying, just go do this stuff.